Greetings, fellow listeners. Welcome to the start of a new month in the realm of daily horror. Today we meet a girl named Dahlia, who uses AI to a twisted result. Here is GPAI as part of 365 Horror Shorts. AI is a prevalent thing these days, but it isn't always correct about what it says. But it speaks with such confidence that you'd hang on to every word. But what happens when the AI is wrong? Dead wrong. Doing research for my project was supposed to be simple. Dig up a little bit of information online, write it out in a way that makes sense, and turn it in. I knew the project for earthworms wasn't exactly something I wanted to waste time researching, but I had to. Otherwise, I'd risk a bad grade and probably get grounded by my parents. I got on my laptop and searched a few things about earthworms. Did you know that if you cut one in half, it'll heal itself where it's cut and create two separate worms? I thought it was pretty interesting, so I jotted it down. I spent some time uncovering more information until eventually it came time to write it. I opened a blank document on my computer and stared at the blinking cursor, not knowing what I needed to type. I was never the greatest writer. I think English class might be my worst grade on my report card. Then I remembered what one of my friends brought up. It was this AI thing where you ask it to do something and it would do it for you. Through text on screen, of course. The sound of that seemed a little too good to be true, but I looked it up online, and it didn't take long for me to find it. As soon as I did, I talked to it for a bit. "Hi, I'm Dahlia," I typed. "Hi Dahlia," it typed back. "I'm GPAI. Nice to meet you. What can I assist you with?" "Can you help me with my homework?" I responded. "I have an essay on earthworms due in a few days, and I don't know how to start it." "Absolutely, I can help with that," it typed. "Can you tell me more about the project?" I figured I probably hadn't given it enough context, so I obliged. "Sure. It's a research paper essay kind of thing. You have to do your own research and cite your own sources and stuff. I think the teacher said it had to be 8 paragraphs long." The cursor blinked for a few moments, showing that it was thinking. Then it began to type out a long string of text. I think it was trying to write my paper for me. Would it work to just copy and paste in? I hesitated. I just wanted help to start the essay. I didn't want it to write the whole thing for me. As soon as it finished typing, I thought for a few moments. I wondered what else the AI could do. Maybe it could tell me a story. So I asked it to do just that. It thought for a few moments before text started quickly overtaking the screen. I scanned through and began to read. "Here's a perfect story for you and all other kids that use AI to cheat," it typed. What the heck? I didn't use it to cheat. I didn't even use whatever it typed out in my paper. I just wanted to see if it could help me out a little bit. But I ignored that mean text and read further. "There was once a little girl named Dahlia," it wrote. "She was young and kind. She never thought she could do anything wrong. But then there came a sound from behind her. It was squeaking floorboards. The sound was faint, but it was just enough to raise her suspicion. Someone was behind her, and they were getting closer." I had to stop reading for a moment to check behind me. Thankfully I saw nothing, but my heart was pounding hard against my chest, feeling like something was very wrong here. What was its problem? Why was it writing me a horror story? I asked myself. Did I do something to make the AI angry? Could AI even get angry? Then I heard footsteps behind me. slow and deliberate. Someone was there, and they were getting closer. I wanted to scream out in terror, but I didn't want to draw attention to myself. As long as I didn't look behind me, everything was okay. Breathing heavily, I continued reading. Poor Dahlia could feel her breath catching in her throat. She knew for certain that something was behind her. Was it one of her parents? A stranger? Was it even human? There was only one way to find out. But was she brave enough to turn around? I knew it was right, but I was terrified. I was completely frozen in fear. I could hear the footsteps getting closer until I was certain they were directly behind me. When I felt a hand on my shoulder, I jumped out of my skin and leaped out of my seat, screaming my head off. As I turned around, I saw my mom standing there, trying to hide a chuckle. "Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you," she said, stepping closer and resting her hand on my back. "I just got a message on my computer from some GP AI thing that said I should go up here and check on you. Is everything okay?" I nodded, wiping a tear from my eye. I could feel my breath calming back down to normal. "Yeah, I was just playing around with it, and out of nowhere it tried to scare me." My mom turned her attention to the screen, then back to me. "Honey, were you trying to use this to cheat on your essay?" she asked, trying not to appear upset. I shook my head. "No, I was asking it for help, and for some reason it wrote the whole thing for me," I said. Just then I heard the front door of the house close, drawing both my and my mom's attention. "Dahlia!" I heard a woman calling for me. "I bought dinner." All of the air left my body in an instant as my gaze shifted from the door to the woman in my room, whose head was slowly, very slowly, turning back toward mine. If my mom was downstairs, who was in the room with me? This episode was written and produced by DL Dare. All audio is from epidemicsounds.com. If you enjoyed this episode and want to read more 365 horror short stories, check out 365 Horror Shorts on Substack, or at 365horrorshorts.blogspot.com. This podcast is distributed by Acast, based on the daily horror short stories by DL Dare.